All right, so I'm here at the LA Auto Show featuring my 22 Toyota Tundra. I know. Thank you. What do I do? Pause? What's up, everyone? My name is Al. I go by Sponsored by Wifey on Instagram. And I also do have a YouTube channel, Sponsored by Wifey. And I'm featuring my 2022 Toyota Tundra. It's equipped with a four-wheel camper, Project M topper. And on the interior, I did the build out all myself. We'll go take a look at it in a bit. I build interiors. If you're ever in the market, you can reach out. We can do a custom build for you. Shop is located in Monrovia at RPM Garage. All right, so in the front here, we have the C4 Overland Series front bumper. We have a worn winch with a factor of 55 flatly. And behind it, we have the Baja Design 40-inch S8 light bar. And we also have the Squadron Sport fog lights. And in the grille, we have the Baja Design S8 20-inch light bar. On the hood, we have the Lenson solar panel. And that panel is made for the 2022 Toyota Tundra, and that pulls out 90 watts of power. The lighting on the hood, we call those ditch lights. Those are the Baja Design LP4s. For the rubber, we have the Toyo Open Country RT Trails, and that's a 35 by 12.5 by 17. So on the outside, we added a Molly panel from Pro Speed Rack, and that's made specially for the four-wheel camper Project M topper. What I had before that was mounted on it were the Max Track and a shovel, and then on the other side, I have another panel where I mounted the Rotopacks for extra water and extra fuel. And right below this panel, I have my NOCO plug-in, and that's where I plug into shore power to give me a charge or just running my appliances if I'm parked at a campground that provides power. And those yellow hoses you see, that's my air system, which is also known as the Wifey air system. Pretty much what that does is I'm able to air up all four tires or air down all at the same time. I have hoses ran all along underneath the truck frame to each wheel well, and that all ties into my air manifold and the ARB dual air compressor. Yeah, so that right there, that's the air manifold. That pretty much controls the air system, where you're able to let the air out of your tires. And then if you want to air up, you would turn on the air compressor and then open the valve, and that'll pump air into the tires. Just to change it up, you know, sliding valve, you know, like stop it, yeah. What I do with the Tundra, I like to go camping, and that's pretty much the main reason why I built the rig. Be outside, take the family, spend time with them, and just go see beautiful places. I've been camping since I was little. Where I grew up was in a little town called Ridgecrest, and that's right off the 395, right before you get to Mammoth if you're coming from LA area. Beautiful places to go camping there. You got Lone Pine, you got Kennedy Meadows, Monachi Meadow, Alabama Hills, Bishop, Mammoth area. A lot of great places to camp over there. Okay, so the camper, I have a four-wheel camper Project M. It's a topper. So it leaves you with a blank canvas, and you're able to build the inside the way you want. So you could choose to leave it empty, but for me, I'm a camper. I chose to build it as a camp vehicle. Fully equipped, I have the Red Arc system. It's the Red Vision with the Prime TVMS. For power, I have a Dakota Lithium 320 amp hour battery. To charge it when I'm driving, the Red Arc does its thing. It's a DC-DC charger, but it does have, I do have solar panels up on the roof, which I believe is 165 watts. And I added a solar panel on the hood of my car that provides an additional 90 watts from Lenson Solar. I do have a 2000 watt inverter to give me enough power to run the microwave, the coffee maker, the TV, the Xbox. I have a projector screen that I hang on this back wall here, and the projector sits right there. I do have additional portable battery here from Dakota Lithium, and that's you know, just in case I want to leave power behind at camp. If I go wheeling somewhere, I can leave power for the family in case they want to charge their devices as well. Fridge is provided by IceCo. They're one of my sponsors. They hooked me up with this fridge. Pretty much a lot of these things back here are sponsored. Red Arc, Dakota Lithium, they're also a big sponsor of mine. Right here, this is a shower. So I have, if I plug in the hot water, I have a hot water heater. You can have a hot shower. I didn't bring the hose, but the hose just plugs into there. And up here, we have 12 volt power with an auxiliary plug and some USB ports. You can just turn it on, off. So the interior, this is a DIY thing I did. At the time I purchased the camper, no one had anything for this. I kind of had to do it myself. After watching a few YouTube videos, I kind of figured it out and learned how to build this interior for myself. So I went with sliding doors because, you know, if I have things laying on the floor, I didn't want to have to move them out of the way just to get into it. So down low, all the panels on the side are sliding. So you can see the one in the back, it's already open. And then this one slides, just has some of my junk right there. On the back side, there's a water tank. That's where I hold my 10-gallon water tank. But pretty much under the benches is storage. So originally, when I first built it out, I had the microwave cubby with the sink on top. As time went by, I ended up adding more counter space to the left of the microwave cubby. I made it to where it would fit those Step 22 soft pouches, as well as the raised bins in the back for more storage. And those two vents, you see the two vents? So the two vents right there, that's for my diesel heater. I place the diesel heater on a tire step and I run the air duct through the window, and that's where all the hot air comes out. And behind that battery, we have another Molly panel from Pro Speed Rack. And that's where I house stuff like little batteries, headlamps, little plastic trash bags, things like that. We have our first aid kit, and we have a couple of radios up there from Midland, GMRS radios. So when the kids go run out and venture off, we have them bring one of those and they can still communicate with us. I have my fishing pole up there just in case I need to go do a little fishing, which I haven't yet, so that thing is brand new. It's JFL right now. And then we have the carbon monoxide detector just in case, and that the one up top is a smoke detector. So my main power is I have a 320 amp hour battery from Dakota Lithium. I do have the 2000 watt Red Arc inverter, and that allows me to use some of my household appliances that I have in here, such as the microwave air fryer. I got the Keurig coffee maker up top next to the sink. And this control panel pretty much controls everything here. You know, water pump, the inverter, the Starlink, and some of the lights. Right. You know, this light bar right here, this one's from GoFlux, and it's got 3 colors that you could do: white, red, and amber. And if you press and hold, it dims. Press and hold, it gets brighter. So that's a cool light. So growing up, I've always been a fan of cars, especially the import scene. I started with the Honda Civics. And then finally, when I started making a little more money, I got into the Honda S2000s. I've had 2 of those. I had a couple Evo 10s, Evo 9s, and I enjoyed modding them, taking them to the tracks, going to all the car meets, the car shows. So I've always been a fan of going to car things, doing car things, stuff. You know, meeting people, meeting at Starbucks, doing cars and coffees, you know, things like that. And just talking about cars in general. Whatever car I had, that's the car meet I attended. S2000 meet, Evo meets. I did have a 350Z. I went to 350Z meets, IS 300 I, di- I didn't go to any of those meets, but I had one of those and I fixed that one up as well. But majority was a big time Honda, so it was a lot of Honda stuff. And now that, you know, I'm married, have kids, the small cars kind of sat to the side, got a Toyota 4Runner, started camping, and that's kind of when I started getting into the overland thing. You know, I grew up camping, got a SUV, tied that in. Now I started camping. Camping kind of got extreme because now I can go camping to places that I've never gone to before, where, you know, I used to jump in a little hatchback or wherever, and that's mostly like campground camping. But now it's like dispersed out in the middle of nowhere, and, you know, that's the kind of camping I like to do now, is just getting out there where no one really goes.